I'm Ryan Rusink, and today we're at the Kinzenbaw collection. Come on along, let's go check some stuff out.
The first tractor that I put in my collection was a B Farmall. It's not this particular one. My daughter has claimed it, but it was a B Farmall, and I put a clutch on this side and an extra Bostrom seat, and it became the driver's ed tractor. So we were using it. I used it a couple times in the parade. Jonathan was a little boy. My son was probably 4, and Susie was probably 6. And we took it in and drove it in the parade, and she did the steering. I had a planter unit on the back end of it. This would have been 1980. First year I built the row units, and I had a sign on the side of that hopper. I run that row unit about 2 inches off of the street so that it rode along on the drawbar. And on each side of the hopper, I had a name on the side of it, and I had a box of wrapped candy that I was pushing down a tube and dropping it on the ground underneath that planter. So the kids run along behind picking up candy off the street, and a sign on each side said, "One sweet planter."
I like it.
So that was how we got into the parades with it. And since that time, I built another one for my son. I built yet another one for my daughter-in-law with the extra seat and the extra clutch. And my son-in-law has claims on one of these. So I think I've got 4 of these already spoken for. Now I've got the grandkids to think about. So I don't know how many B Farmalls we'll end up with, but there's several of them around. The B Farmalls were built from 1939 time frame roughly through 1947, and then they were replaced, I think, in 47, 48 with the C Farmall. So there you can see a regular C Farmall over there, and there also are some Super Cs. So we've collected quite a number of those.
And the main difference between a Super C or a C and a B, and I'm going to say this now, Farmall guys, don't take me to task over this for what I'm about to say, is really the major difference really is the offset position, correct?
That's correct, yep.
And why would they do that? Why would they build?
You would sit off to the side. In fact, on the name here it says B Cultivision, so they could look right down that row. It might have had a 2-row cultivator, but they would look right down one row to make sure they stayed on the row for cultivating soybeans or corn primarily.
Mm-hmm.
And then the C Farmall was a little bit bigger tractor, and you sat centered on it. That was the main differences in it.
Yep.
And the C Farmall had bigger rear wheels without the dropped axle